along with Bree.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at center. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward. Now, here is Irving. Harris outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Harris has got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Nets. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. It's stolen by Harris. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Loads it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
The shot by KD. No good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giannis has got his second bucket.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Here's Harden, and it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's a 3-point game. And on the way from Irving for 3. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Down low. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. Got a piece of it. Jordan dishes to Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. For Milwaukee, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lopez. Can't cash in from close range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Jordan with the jam. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Holiday following the 3-pointer by Brooklyn. The pass to Middleton. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Pass to Middleton. Giannis inside. KD's on him. Giannis no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Irving passes to Harris. The kick out to Irving. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. To the paint. Jordan dishes to KD. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity, powers through for the bucket, gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Giannis. And it's good, 2 points. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Nets leading by 3. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Right side, Green. The shot from the low post is good.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets out in front. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Antetokounmpo. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. Nets leading by 5. There's the lob to Brown. No good on that one.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Durant for 3, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
Here's Tucker with the putback, and Teague is right there. Teague's got his first basket.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Bounce pass from Durant. Here's Claxton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Inside. Brooklyn with the rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And that one's good from Connaughton. And the Bucks lead by 1.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here now is Dinwiddie. The kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 6. And he makes that one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Teague drives in. Outside Portis. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good work there as it goes. Antetokounmpo's got his first points of the night. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Dinwiddie. No good with the layup. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. It's good on the putback. Connaughton's got 6 here in this quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And Durant launches from deep. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And stolen by Jordan. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harden. What a chance!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a chance!
Nice. You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Lopez left side. And Jordan sends it back.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
And the rejection by Giannis. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one possession. And that'll do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got Harden. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harden outside. Bucket is good. Harden's got his third bucket of the night. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That is.
Got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, Harden.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Harden. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Middleton the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And the athletic Middleton on that play snakes his pass right through the defense. That's a nice pick and roll.
Outside, KD. Harris trying to get free. Durant, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Such a wide open look. And now a 7-point Bucks lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively. And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken #1.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's KD. DiVincenzo with the rebound. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Green, he's checked in for Durant. Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. Drops in the layup for 2. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
Well, Giannis scores inside. One of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint. And a strong feel for the attack that time.
Harden, no good. Milwaukee leading by 7. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Teague dishes to Middleton. All sorts of time. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
Jeff Green on the wing. Harden way outside. That one misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Harden kicks to Dinwiddie. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Here's Portis. He feeds it to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Harden draws the double. Dinwiddie outside. Kicks it out to Harden. This one for 3. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Teague with the ball. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points now just in this quarter. That shot off. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo out there with Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. Teague drives in, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, we all know that Jeff Teague is one of the quickest guys in the game, and sometimes when he picks up that much speed, he can also get up and finish.
It's Durant on the wing. Basket counts.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Bucks leading by 10. There's the pass to Connaughton. Teague against Irving. Antetokounmpo passes to Tucker. Great D that time from Durant.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Bucks shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Portis drives in, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Harden. Pass to Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
Good on both. Here's T. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Now here's Teague. Here's Connaughton. Tucker. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 12.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Here's Irving. Finds net with the inside leaner.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Milwaukee leading by 10. Here's Connaughton. Passes it to Portis. They double him with Green. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And shot on the way. Kept alive. Tucker the pass to Portis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. So it's the Bucks now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Middleton for 3. And the Bucks miss again. Nets trail by 10. Harris finds Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Holiday against Jordan. Here's Lopez. Shoots from 14. And Drew Holiday. The bucket on the assist from Lopez. Lopez has got 3 assists tonight. Holiday against Harden. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Back to Irving. Over Holiday. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Milwaukee.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
They double him with Irving. To the wing on the left. Here's Lopez. And that one hits back iron. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Middleton looking it over. Kicks to Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Middleton for 3. Knocks it loose. Fires for 3. Missed. And so the Bucks take the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
You're looking live and Allison.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
it does indeed. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard. And for Los Angeles, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Jordan. Harden outside. Back to Jordan. It's stolen by Ibaka. On the wing, Jackson. Beyond the arc. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. And still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team. Electrifying play by Kawhi Leonard. Boy, he is talented. This team relies on him for so much.
Irving passes to Jordan. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to George. Back to Leonard. Stolen by Harden. Here's Irving. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George passes to Ibaka. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Back to George. Poked away. Right wing to the inside. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
The anticipation of Kyrie steals it away, kicks off the fast break.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. George passes to Leonard. Back to George. Durant with the steal. Down low. And the dunk by Jordan.
What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
18 feet out. And the Clippers miss again.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Irving against Jackson. A nice shot by Irving. Greg, is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And the jam by Harden.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
KD against Rondo. Ibaka outside. Can they get it? Irving with the steal. The Nets shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
I mean, it's so impressive. Kyrie's scoring ability. Terrific shot maker, obviously gets to the line, converts at a high rate.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Brown comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Green kicks to Brown. They kick it out to Green. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Brooklyn leading by 10. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And Cousins throws it down.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Beverly with the ball. And that one drops.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
On its way from Irving for two. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we reach the end of the first quarter. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed,
this game, it's...
Greg, you know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. They've got Green. He's out there with Brown. And it's Claxton in at center. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And Smitty with LeBron getting into his late 30s. KD coming off the Achilles.
for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Harris, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And finished off by Leonard.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
In the corner, it's Harris. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Kennard. Nets leading by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
So it's the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Nets. Rondo passes to Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Here's Dinwiddie. How's that for an answer? And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Harden dishes to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Most of DeAndre's field goals are dunks, exceptional at getting great position down inside.
Beverly against Dinwiddie. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Now the pass to Cousins. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Durant. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Makes it off the glass. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's vintage Kyrie. He has the blow-by speed to get past defenders off the dribble.
On the wing, Morris. And it's Leonard at the elbow. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. The wide open look for Durant. Misses off the left iron. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. 9-point game. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Bringing the intensity on the glass. If Paul George is out there, he's going to give it his all.
Left side, Jordan. Stolen by Jackson. The 3 from George. And Ibaka kicks to Morris. A 3 from Leonard. That one's not going to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Durant, that's good.
With his size, KD almost unstoppable from mid-range.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And George, here we go. And that one, good. Ibaka's got his first 2 points.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Brooklyn came out looking very confident, displaying the force of a title. And that does it for our...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. Here's Irving. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
George passes to Cousins. Durant with some nice D.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And a change for the Nets. Claxton's checked in.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Ibaka, the pass to Leonard. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. Great D that time from Durant.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Brown. Irving's got 15 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Brown against George. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
Outside Irving. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. For 3, Harris. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead. And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Man's checked in, and it's Kennard in for Jordan. Then for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris. Outside for Durant. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Durant, and it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Jeff Green on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. Guarded by Harden. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. No good from outside. Brooklyn leading by 6. It's Harden with... Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Beverly the pass to Kennard. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Offensive rebound. Pass to Zubac. Batum with the 3. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. The Clippers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And he can't get the first one.
You know, there's always going to be room in this league for guys like Luke Kennard. He can shoot, he can pass it, and he can put it on the floor.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Harden. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Kennard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And something that Harden continues to work on.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the small forward. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Mann. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A shot by Jordan, no good.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Clippers trail by 11. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Back to Beverly. Passes it to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Nets passing it around, and Harris wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
A silky smooth playmaker. Irving on time and on point.
Beverly against Irving. Zubac, the pass to Beverly. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
And so they foul intentionally. Kevin Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Harden outside. On the wing, Harris. And again, it's the Nets missing.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Clippers trail by 12. Now Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Harden against George. The three. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. That cuts the lead to single digits.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
KD looking around. To the paint. It's stolen by Ibaka. Irving against Leonard, and that's an intentional foul. .156 left to play in the final quarter. George dishes to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Back to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Los Angeles now. They've got an 8-0 run, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Timeout called, the Nets. They lead by 6. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Stolen by Durant. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Leonard outside for Jackson. Back to Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
In the corner, it's Harris. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Nets lead by 8.
We're seeing the full arsenal here tonight. Uncle Drew turning up.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And so Jackson nails both of them. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to Morris. The pass to George. The 3-ball. Brooklyn with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Luwawu. It's off.
An incredible defender. Paul George combination.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Now here is Holiday. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Outside Jackson. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
The tray. Jackson with the bounce pass. George, that's a 2-pointer. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Shot's good by Middleton.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Up and in on the layup.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Jackson. Left side Ibaka. George against DiVincenzo. George with the bucket.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
Holiday surveying the floor. To the middle. Here's Middleton. Nice move. He takes it up and lays it in. Middleton's got his second bucket tonight.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Leonard. Now the pass to Ibaka. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball.
Now here's Lopez. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Here's Zubac. On the wing, George. He dishes it to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Yeah, we're seeing some early signs that he is on his game. That putback's a good illustration of the work he's ready to put in tonight.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Right block shot. Portis can't get it to go. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Clippers. Kennard on the wing. That's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Now here's Middleton. It's rebounded by Rondo. Los Angeles leading by 4. 1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Kennard kicks to Batum. Rondo passes to Kennard. Doesn't go that time.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now here's Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kennard kicks to Rondo. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and the dunk by Zubac.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Forbes the pass to Portis. And the layup is good.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked.
For me personally,
and for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So for the Clippers right now, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Beverly in at the point. Now here's Antetokounmpo following the miss by Marcus Morris. Antetokounmpo dishes to Tucker. Left side, Portis. Teague the pass to Portis. And stolen by Cousins. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here's the break. Here's Tucker. He nails it. And we're tied up.
Boy, this guy just giving it everything he has. Tucker doing major damage in transition.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Rocket 2. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Jeff Teague. Beverly against Teague. Beverly looking around, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Teague. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Morris. Paul George is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. And here is DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him. It's stolen by Ibaka. Tipped away. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break. Milwaukee finishes the break with a slam.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
Now here is George. Feeds to Leonard. Stripped away. That's tipped. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Up again. Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Leonard looking around. Passes to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And a switch here also for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kennard. Pass to Middleton. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Hits the jumper in space. Giannis has got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Leonard, no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And he gets it to go.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Will it go? And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Outside Holiday. Lopez outside. Leonard against Middleton. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Jackson passes to Leonard. We've got 13 seconds left now here in the second. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
Leonard hits them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line. And boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Giannis outside. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Lopez finds Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Just 4 to shoot. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You pick up Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Jackson. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here is George. He has 6. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Outside for Jackson. Back to Zubac. Good D by Lopez.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Outside, George. The feed to Ibaka. Outside for George. From deep. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Middleton. Outside Holiday. Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Clippers trail by 12. Pass to Zubac. Back to Kennard. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. It's Portis, high post. Working on Zubac. Outside Teague. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Batum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Teague. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Teague dishes to Tucker. Back to Teague. The three. Tucker the pass to Portis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Portis has got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
A different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Teague. Middleton on the wing. Back to Holiday. Fires the three. Middleton can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 12. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drops one in from the wing. Kennard's got 5 now. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now Holiday still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it down to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Portis. Connects on the 17-footer. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So for the Clippers right now, the 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. And it's Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard. Now here is George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
Pass to Connaughton. Back to Teague. Pass to Portis. He doesn't hit that one. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Oh, Leonard in position. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Mann. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Teague with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Teague kicks to Portis. Bucks passing it around. Teague the pass to Connaughton. Leonard with the steal. Here's Mann. Left side, George. Leonard inside. Guarded by Tucker. Leonard, no luck. Bucks leading by 8. Here's Connaughton. And with the rebound. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Now, here's George. He's guarded close. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you love the tenacity. Paul George cannot be contained when he gets near the 10.
Teague the pass to Portis. Back to Teague. And there's the pass to Portis. 5 on the clock. Goes up the baseline. And that's good off the glass that time.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard. Jeff Teague unselfishly pulling all the right strings.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Zubats is checked in. And George kicks to Ibaka. It's not going to go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead early. Middleton for 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's DiVincenzo, top of the key. Back to Giannis. DiVincenzo finds Giannis. For 3, Middleton. They get it back. Lopez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
Taking 2 shots. And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Holiday. Paul George making his last shot. Stolen by Jackson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Lopez drives in. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 9.
I tell you, when Lopez is driving, get out of the way. No one tries to stop the slashing 7-footer.
George double teamed in the corner. Ibaka with it. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back hit.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Now, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Teague finds Lopez. Over Cousins. Shot clock at 5. Here's Teague. The Clippers grab the miss. Rondo drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Rondo just being creative there on that drive, finding different ways to burn the D whenever he penetrates.
And so the Bucks take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans...
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore up. So the next starting five. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. And it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Harden in at the 2 guard. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. Now here is Irving. Lets the 3 fly. The shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Holiday against Harden. The shot by Holiday, no good. And they're running. From downtown, kept alive.
How about Irving showing you great energy there, just refusing to be boxed out?
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton is doubled. Pass to Giannis. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And finished off by KD.
Hey, we know Harden can score it, but he also has great vision.
There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. On the wing, Giannis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Outside Irving. And Harris wide open. He shoots, connects from three-point range.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Holiday against Harden. Now here is Holiday, guarded closely. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. Puts up a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence, and so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
The Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Bobbed up there for KD. Durant with the steal. Outside Irving. Steps back and fires. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden outside. Harris inside the line. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got 5. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Holiday. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Lopez. Clock at 4. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And a wide open look for Irving. Nails the wide open jump shot. Irving's got his second basket of the game. Holiday surveying the floor. Down low, Durant with the steal. Here's Irving. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets out in front. They're We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some
being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Dinwiddie dishes to Green. The feed now to Griffin. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Portis. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league. And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton, and it's Teagan for Bryn Forbes.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
And that one drops for him.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Dinwiddie outside. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. Bucks trail by 3. Outside Teague. Outside Portis. Back to Teague. 5 to shoot. Portis against Griffin. They grab their own miss. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. They shoot again. Brown against T. Here's Tucker. And at last, they get one to fall. Tucker's got his first points of the game. Dinwiddie outside. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Yep, it counts.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now T. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Tell you what, guys, you just got to give Teague a lot of credit for his focus. Very poised under pressure.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one goes in. Dinwiddie's got 9 points.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
And Teague, here we go. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, you could see how Teague was probing the defender there, seeing if he could catch him leaning and drive to the rim. Nicely done.
Brown kicks to Dinwiddie. Second shot opportunity. And stolen by Portis. Right side out of Antetokounmpo. That puts them in the lead.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Here's Dinwiddie. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Teague with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. Teague the pass to Tucker. Dinwiddie with the steal. To the paint. Brown kicks to Green. Oh, Dinwiddie in position. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And Antetokounmpo is an excellent penetrator, moves as a man much smaller would. I mean, this guy's 7 feet tall with that kind of agility.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The team is told they got themselves into in the... Hey.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Milwaukee with the ball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Irving. And it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward. Middleton the pass to Giannis. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Irving. Harden kicks to Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Holiday with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Antetokounmpo inside. KD's on him. And he converts the layup.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Harden the pass to Irving. Launches it. 6 to shoot. Giannis grabs the miss.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Middleton up top, guarded by Jordan. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. Giannis has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
From deep. Harris misses. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim, can GA take your breath away?
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. For 3, Middleton, and that one is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks. And the Nets making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And GA Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Here's Giannis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Irving against DiVincenzo. Irving can't get it to go.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Irving against DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bruce Brown comes in for Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Bucks.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Middleton. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. .112 left to play in the third. Here's T. 6 points for him. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to T. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Teague, the pass to Portis. And that one goes long.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. Teague left side. It's Portis atop the key. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And here's Irving. He's got 9. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 1. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And it's Irving missing.
He's trying to get it going, but the shot simply has not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
The putback. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Outside Portis. Just 5 to shoot. And Brown over to help. Goes up again. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Cutting into that deficit now. Well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Bruce Brown. Now Teague. The kick out to Lopez. They double him with Irving. Lopez passes to Teague.
You know, there isn't a lot of time in between when Teague caught the ball and then when he let it fly. I mean, that was a great example of a quick catch and shoot.
In the corner, Harden. And foul on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Irving passes to Jordan, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. From outside, off the mark.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Shot's good by Durant.
Boy, that in-between game of Durant's is deadly. Give him this shot, and you'll regret it.
Giannis outside. Outside Holiday. Brooklyn with the rebound.
You don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Here's Durant. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
1:41 left in the fourth. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Now here's Harden. Irving with the ball. Kicks it to Durant. On the wing, Harden. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Giannis drives in. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse. The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
29 seconds left in the game. For 3, Middleton. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 3. And here's Harris from the arc. The 3 won't fall. And here's Holiday. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight. And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on Here Are the Starters for Los Angeles. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the two-guard spot. And for the Nets, Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the three. Now here's Harden. Outside Durant. It's good. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
The putback. No good that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Batum against Harden. Left side Jackson. In the corner it's Morris. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Irving. Durant, the pass to Harris. No good with the triple.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Wants to get it to Morris and does. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense there from KD.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Batum dishes to George. Paul George with the finish.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jackson down low, guarded by Harden. George trying to break free. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Griffin. Paxson coming off the assist from KD.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
George finds Batum, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
On the wing, Harris. The 19-foot shot. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom, because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Leonard looking around. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Harden. Shot clock at 5. Jackson kicks to Batum. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Irving from outside the arc. Let's keep it alive. Harden outside. Outside for Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to George. Count it. George has got his second bucket.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Here's Harden. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Up top, Leonard, guarded by Harris. Morris, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Clippers trail by 5. Leonard on the wing, looking for George. He gets it there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
Harden with it. Now the dish to Griffin. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Leonard's got the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hand just a moment too late.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Patrick Beverley. Baca is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Dinwiddie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Kennard for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
Pops it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, determined that time to get to the rim, anticipating the pass, and a rim rocker.
Now here's Beverly. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Beverly, the pass to man. There's the dish to Ibaka. Stolen by Durant. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And he lobs it up. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Kennard for three. They get the rebound. Takes a three. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Beverly against Dinwiddie. KD on the wing. Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jordan's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, you could pretty much say that DeAndre Jordan's going to get a lot of his points right there, trolling around the rim.
And the Clippers call time here.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. George against Irving. And George, here we go. Green with the block. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And Griffin slams it in.
And this is why Blake Griffin appears on your highlight reel on a nightly basis. Loves rising up for the alley-oop.
To stop the run, George dishes to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. The first one falls.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Irving against George. Sinks that one from the post. George has got 8 points. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Outside Irving. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The Clippers grab the miss. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson.
George is not settling for low percentage plays right now. He's putting the defense in a really tough position.
A wide open look for Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Rondo against Harden. And Batum kicks to Zubac. Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Rondo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And how good is Rondo in terms of the focus at the rim? Doesn't matter how much contact there is. He's just got that ability to finish.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5, roaming the paint.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Nets passing it around. Here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Passes to Batum. Stolen by Durant. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's George. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brownie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. On the wing, Harris. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Batum's running. George with no one around. That shot missing. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Leonard with the steal. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Jackson. Timeout called the Nets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Well, free throw drops for Leonard. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And taken away by Brown. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Here's Dinwiddie. That's tipped.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
The Clippers again turning it over. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific deny.
And the wide open shot from Green. That 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 6. Kennard for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is given. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Nets. Count it. Good.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Clippers trail by 10. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Harris outside. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by Zubats.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Here's Leonard, rejected by Harris. And here comes Harris, leading the fast break. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Harris. KD's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn. And here's Beverly. In the corner, Kennard with it. He dishes it to Ibaka.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
The Clippers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Harris kicks to Durant. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubats. Clippers trail by 8. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Leonard attacking. And he lays it straight in. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive.
And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
3/10 quarters behind us and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Paul George. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Beverly in at the point. Beverly dishes to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stop.
Well, Kyrie Irving being unselfish there, making a nice play for his guys.
Now George. George with the jam.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. It's deflected. They recover it. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And Ibaka kicks to George. Over Harris. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Beverly against Harden. Pass to Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 8.
You have to do better than that. Griffin is a pro at muscling in those difficult shots.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Irving against Zubac. A nice shot by Irving.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Outside, George. Top of the key, Ibaka. The pass to Zubac. Lays it up off the glass. Zubac has got 4 points in the quarter.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Beverly the pass to Zubac. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Ivica Zubac. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, it's funny, you talk about players using their body to get into the lane. Kevin Durant using his arms to get into the lane starts the break.
Leonard attacking. Here's Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. 5 to shoot. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Like so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the laurels of the game of college basketball.
1:12 left in the fourth quarter. From deep, the long distance three is buried. And the Nets lead by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident looking performance for the Nets.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And Harden launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Cousins.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. KD looking around. Just 3 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. On its way from Irving for 2. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Here's George. It drops.
Paul George concentrating through the...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Well,
good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season. Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Jackson passes to Leonard. That one wide left.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
The drive by Jackson and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Aggressive on the drive. That's going to result in some free throws for Jackson.
Both free throws good from Jackson. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Middleton for 3. That one doesn't go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And here's Morris for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Jackson. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. Over Leonard. And the rejection by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here is Holiday, and the pass to Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Here's Leonard. Misses off the right iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Kicks it out to Leonard. To the inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Goes up. Shooting foul as the whip. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Tucker. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. And it's in there.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teagan for Bryn Forbes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Bobby Portis doesn't mind a physical game. He takes it, and he dishes it out.
And so he makes both from the line. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for the Clippers. Down by 12. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Beverly. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And here we go, the Bucks running again. Here's Antetokounmpo, lays it up and banks it in.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Beverly dishes to Cousins. He's off on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Antetokounmpo inside. Leonard's there. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Oh, Leonard in position. Here's Teague. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ibaka, no luck. Right side Teague. 1 second left. And it's, yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's man in at the small forward. Pass to Connaughton. Middleton for three. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Kicks it to Holiday. Off target from three-point range.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Leonard, the pass to man. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
In addition to being a good floor spacer, Luke Kennard is shifty in the mid-range area.
Pass to Holiday. Middleton for three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Rondo passes to man. And he banks in the layup. Man's got his second basket.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Middleton outside. No good on the three. Clippers trail by 19. Kicks it out to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Batum. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Batum's got his first bucket in this one.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
And George, here we go. Lopez with the block. Middleton outside. And Giannis throws it down.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Here's Jackson. 1:07 left in the first half. And it's George missing. Bucks leading by 21. Here is Forbes. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Hey, right here.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. 4 on the clock. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. That shot misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Ibaka. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
It's stolen by Morris. Left side, George. And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Middleton with it. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Baseline jumper, and that's going to do it. Some good defense. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They are way out in front, leading by... And that does it for our halftime show.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Morris passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Lopez outside. Jackson against Holiday. Dishes it to Giannis. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Clippers trail by 15. It's George on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. Outside for Jackson. The shot by George, wide open. The rebound by Middleton. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor jumper. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. it is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. The Bucks making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Outside Holiday. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And again, the Bucks miss. Clippers trail by 16. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers. Poke loose. Batum against Lopez. Batum dishes to Rondo. Second chance shot. Batum, good.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Bucks leading by 14.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Here's DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Teague kicks to DiVincenzo. Ball's knocked loose. Teague the pass to DiVincenzo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Antetokounmpo, no good. Clippers trail by 14. From deep three-point range, Kennard's shot is off. And Ibaka slams it in.
And for Serge nowadays, most of his offense comes from beyond the arc or at the rim.
Everly with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Ibaka outside. The 3 from George. Drills the three-pointer. George has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. 56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Portis throws it down.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
George finds Ibaka. And here is Cousins. Here's George. Shot is good off the back rim and in. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. DiVincenzo laid in with a nice touch off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 8.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
And here's George for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Milwaukee. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got DeMarcus Cousins, Reggie Jackson out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka, and it's man in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Jackson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Teague against Jackson. Now here's Teague. He's covered closely. Count that bucket. And the Bucks lead by 15.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The drive by Jackson. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, taking what the defense allows, Reggie can run the pick and roll in a variety of ways.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lopez kicks to Teague. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And I love that Teague didn't slow up when he got inside and went right in and drew the foul. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. George against Teague. And George gets it to go. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Back to Middleton. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's Jackson. Down low and stolen by Jeff Teague. Holiday against Jackson. To the middle. Giannis passes to Lopez. No problems knocking that one down. Lopez has got his first bucket of the night.
Just taking what the defense allows. I mean, nice recognition there by Lopez. This guy has seen it all.
Jackson dishes to Morris. Right side, Leonard. Outside, George. For the 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
Middleton against Morris. 5 to shoot. Teague the pass to Antetokounmpo, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Teague with a clean look. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
George passes to Zubac. And George, here we go. Outside for Jackson. The open shot, George. Giannis grabs the miss. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
Now T. Fires from deep. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.